Are you sitting on years of experience, multiple certifications, and a whole lot of wisdom, but still struggle to turn it into one clear, high value offer? It's not that you don't have value, it's that you don't know how to package it properly. But we're about to fix that. When everything you know is swirling in your head, it's overwhelming, not just for you, but for the people you're trying to help. Remember, confused mind don't buy. You need a signature offer that solves a specific problem for a specific person. Here are three concepts that can help you. Concept number one is to stop selling everything and start selling one thing. The biggest mistake that I see is trying to offer transformation to every area of life in your business. The idea here is to identify one painful, urgent, and profitable problem that your ideal clients will pay you to fix. Ask, what result can I help someone get in the next 30, 60, or even 90 days? Concept number two, your story is your shortcut. Your most powerful offer is probably hidden in your own journey. Trace your transformation. What problem did you overcome that others are stuck in now? And package the steps that you wish you had when you were going through your own journey. Use that as your own branded framework. And concept number three, build a framework, not just a service. People don't just buy for access, they pay for clarity and confidence. So turn your method into a 3 to 5 framework. That's what makes your offer scalable and premium. For example, I teach virtual selling challenge. This challenge, we show you step by step each day in our challenge using our blueprint and our framework to teach you how to sell one to many. Let me break down for you how you can design your own framework. So your existing clients right now, when they come to you, you have already marketed on social media that there is a specific problem that you know how to solve. So, for example, some people are following me, they're mostly insurance agents or financial professionals. So I'm going to give you an example of a life insurance agent. So in this case, a life insurance agent is telling people, prospect, that he or she can help them to stop outliving their money. So there's step-by-step process that they may need in order to do so. So what that looks like is when they currently come to them, they're in a line, right? So the first step when a person come to you is they're in pain. They have a problem that they need solved now. Not next week. They need this problem solved now. Remember, you're only working with people who are ready to solve their problem. If they're not ready to solve their problem, they're not in pain enough. And that's pretty much what it is. So in the concept that I'm showing you right now, they're on the first step where they're in pain and they need to solve this problem that you stated in your marketing that you know how to solve. So you got to ask yourself, if they're in a pain and they want to get to pleasure, right? They want to get out of pleasure. How much steps do they need to get there? Now, in the case that I just gave you as a life insurance agent, that with people who don't want to outlive their money, you may have a policy that can help them with that. So how do they get a policy that's going to solve that problem? So step one, you may do a consultation with them. So you may be consulting with them. So that's step one. But during that consultation, step two, they may need to provide you some documents because it's an insurance policy. They may need to provide you with some documents that showcase their health, their age, and so on, their health history. So you may have to do a fact check of all the different things that they have. So that could be your step two. Step three could be writing the policy. Step four could be waiting to get approved from the financial institution. So you're waiting on approval. And then finally, step five is approve or denied. But those steps, step 1 through 5 that I just showed you, those are your framework. Your framework. So when you are clear on how, remember, they first came to you that they were worrying about outliving their money. They're worrying about they're not going to be enough money when they retire. So your target audience is coming to you in pain, and you created a framework. As an example, what I just showed you, that showed them how your policy is help them to start having more money as they age in life. But what I want you to get from here is how to create a framework. Your framework is what people pay premium offers for. Whenever someone come to me and said, "Hey, I want to sell one to many. I am tired of doing sales call." What we do in our business, we walk them through the same thing. We walk you through a framework. We teach you a strategy of how to sell one to many, whether it's a challenge, an in-person event. And we teach you a 5 strategy of how to get clear on your message, how to get people to your challenge, and also how to convert them and invite them into sales. Those steps that I just told you, those are a framework. Let's go ahead and teach you another framework. Let's say you are a real estate agent and you are a buyer's agent. So when people are ready to buy a house, they're coming to you. So an example of that is they already did their due diligence and they have reached out to you and they want to buy a home. So your framework is they're ready, they're new home buyers, they're newlyweds, and they're just frustrated in trying to figure out the different step-by-step process and get this new home. So where they are right now in pain is that they need a bigger place because their apartment is too small. So they need a bigger home. So the end result of your framework is them having the house. So when they have this house, so the first step before they can get to the house as a real estate agent, you may say, "Hey, well, you need to go to the bank and do a credit check and see how much house you qualified for." So that's step number 1, is going to the bank. Step number 2, after they go to the bank is going to issue them a letter, right? Correct. So the bank is going to issue them a letter. And in that letter, it will state how much amount of home that they will be able to purchase. So once they get that letter, now they can start looking for a house with you and shopping for houses within that level. So now they're shopping for houses. And then the next step is they're putting an offer on the house. So they're putting an offer on the house. And then the next step could be closing on that house if they're approved. And final step, which our favorite step, is always closing, right? We're celebrating that we have the house. We're celebrating. So the point here is this. You just created a framework. You literally just walk your new home buyer in the process. Now, here's the beauty about these frameworks that we just pointed out. All of these frameworks, you give it a sexy name, whatever that name is for you. But the purpose of having these framework is because it gives clarity to your clients to know that you're not just winging it, but you actually know what you're doing. So they're paying for that framework. They're paying for that premium offer because had they not had this framework, they can go to YouTube University, but baby, that will take so much time. The reason why they're paying for a premium offer is because you're saving them years and time of solving the problem. So that's the beauty of having a framework. If your brilliance is still trapping your brain, it is time to pull it out and turn it into a predictable income. Grab my free offer clarity worksheet. The worksheet is designed to go from expert to income producing authority in just 20 minutes or less. Let's turn your knowledge into cash flow. Hey, it's your girl, Sherri Somers, and I'm so excited that you tuned in today. Talk to you soon.